Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel where today I'm going to be taking a look at this DrillPro die grinder that was very kindly sent in to me by Banggoods. My friends at Banggoods there, they sent it in, so thank you very much to Banggoods. What I'm going to do is we'll open it up and have a look what we get. Okay then, for clarity I'm going to remove the top cover so we can see what's going on a little bit better. Okay, so we get the die grinder itself with its lead. We get an extension lead that you can put onto the end of the die grinder, and then we get an assortment of bits and pieces, grindstones, little wire brushes, etc. But let's start by having a look at the gun itself. Banggoods sent along this handy little adapter here, so that I can actually use the die grinder. There we go. And here we have it. It's quite a solid, well-made little thing. No creaks, no gaps that I can see. It feels like it's made from some very nice materials too. We have access to the brushes here. What have we got just here then? There we go, 800 to 30,000 RPM is that? It looks like it to me. This is the plug you get on the end, which is why they've sent along this adapter here. So you can plug it into the adapter and work it from whatever type of electrics you have in your country, but in this country, in the UK, we have a 3-pin plug like so. We have the on and off switch. We can hang it from this little loop here, which folds away quite nicely. Then we have the speed controller, and it clicks into maximum as well. There we go, clicks into the maximum setting. Back out again, so number one will be about 800 RPM. Plenty of vent holes in the device too. And there's our little chuck at the end. We have a little lock pin, so you can, there we go. So now you can tighten the chuck up onto your tool. And this little collar screws off here, and that is for the supplied snake here. So if you can't get into an area with the die grinder itself, you can use this little fellow here. As you can see, it's a lot smaller. Again, we've got the same chuck in the end. Quite handy to hold on to. Spring strain relief just here, as is here as well. You have a little aluminium collar. There's your drive. So basically what happens is, in order to fit the snake, one has to pull out the little internal drive shaft here. You then have to pop it into the chuck, which I'll have to loosen off a bit by the looks of things. Pop it into the chuck like so. Tighten it up. There we go. And then thread the snake onto the end of the gun like so. Now we have it fitted, so it should work. Let's give it a go. There we go. So now you can get into those inaccessible areas that you can't do with the DrillPro itself. Simply turn the this is going to get a bit noisy, by the way, guys, but what we'll do is we'll turn it on and then we'll run through the different speeds. So on it goes, and this is at its lowest setting, as you can see. Okay, so let's take a look what we get in the kit itself. We get this owner's manual here. This gives you some more information about it. Translation leaves a little bit to be desired here. If we take a look at this right here. Yep, okay, so the translation does leave a little bit to be desired, but at least you get a little bit of instruction with the thing. Okay, so what do we get with the kit itself then? Let's start down this corner here, shall we? Well, this is where we will find all the cutting, grinding and polishing discs as well. Down here we have a selection of small cutting discs. Hopefully the camera is going to focus in on that for us. There we go, that's better. So it's a thin cutting disc here with little mounting holes, because we actually have the little mounting shafts just here. A little screw in the end and a couple of little washers. Oops, and here is one mounted up. So now we can cut, I should imagine, metal with this. Then we have a selection of grinding wheels up here. These little fellows just here. The brown one appears to be extremely fine, and you only get one of those. And then these two here, the green one feels finer than the pink ones do. The little screws supplied with the mounting shaft are designed to be more than long enough to screw the grinding wheels here to the shaft, like so. Next up we have some mounted grinding wheels here. Two of those and two smaller ones. And then we have the little polishing wheels here. What have we got here? There we go. So we've got a little like a bullet shaped polishing head here. That lives in there. And we have a larger polishing wheel. It's got a little hole, a little dimple in there, because these are mounted, these little fellows here. We have this little tail here, little threaded tail here, that simply goes in and screws its own way into the little felt polishing wheel. There we go, goes in like so. And it'll tighten itself up once you start spinning it in the die grinder. It will tighten itself into there properly. And we have four smaller little wheels here. All of these little grinder bits and shafts and whatever all fit into the little chuck here, which we can just press the lock button to unlock and lock the tool into the end of the tool here. We have a number of different size adapters. Moving along, we have some little brushes here. Different styles of brushes, as you can see. That one there too. And then we have a small range of drill bits. And then these interesting little grinder, these look like they're possibly diamond coated for like grinding. You could probably do glass and ceramics with these, I would imagine. Next up we have some little containers here. And these little containers here, we appear to have some little grinding discs, little sanding discs, should I say, if I can separate them out. There we go. So that one appears to be quite rough. I wonder if the other ones are different grades. Let's have a look, shall we? There we go, let's get him out. Yeah. Nope. Okay, so yeah. That feels a bit rougher. I wonder if they're self-adhesive. I'll have a look in a minute. Because I've got one more container to go, and that'll be this one right here. Not easy to get out, especially on camera through the lens. Right in. Yeah. Okay. So 3 packs of those. Are they self-adhesive? Let's have a look. No, I don't think they are. It's not coming off. So some little sanding discs there then. And then we have these little pots. 3 little pots here. Oh, some more grinding discs there, look. Okay, let's take a look at those. I thought they were all the same, because the caps are all the same colour. So, a little double-sided sanding discs. There might be little small cutting discs there, then I think you'll find. So some little cutting discs I didn't know we had. Okay. Oops. Right in. And then these two, what we have here is some grinding compound, polishing compound. There we are. And that will be for use with these little fellows right here then, so you can get yourself a nice good shine on what you're polishing up. Okay, so that's the compound and some cutting discs then. Moving along to the next section, we have, like the other end of things, we have some little brass wire brushes. These are exactly the same as the ones at the other end, just in brass as opposed to nylon. So again, little cup brush and a little brass wire brush here. Then we get some little grind stones here, little tiny grindstones mounted onto a shaft already. So there's 2 of those, there's 2 of these, and 2 bullet style stones. And we also have little small, what appears to be a little sharpening stone here, a little sharpening block. It's useful. Just here we have some little sanding drums, and they fit into these little drums right here. These will fit in like so. They're a loose fit. What you do is you tighten that little screw in, which expands the rubber here and gets a nice grip of the sanding drum. Again, we have 2 different sizes, little small ones here. Same principle again. Tighten the screw, tighten it up. And then over here we have a couple of tools for the die grinder. A little torque bar there, and a little multi-tool screwdriver spanner. Okay everyone, that is my little overview of the DrillPro die grinder that was very kindly sent to me by Banggoods, so thank you very much to Banggoods for sending it in. My next video I will show you exactly what this little fellow can do. We'll take it down into the workshop and we'll give it some work to do, so we can actually see what all these tools and bits and pieces can do and how well this little fellow works as well. Coming up very shortly on Banggood, they have the 11/11 worldwide sales festival, so pop along to Banggoods and check that one out. Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed popping over to Rathbone Manor, taking a look at the DrillPro die grinder here. Thanks very much once again to Banggoods for sending it in. I hope you enjoyed taking a look at the what pieces you get in this, the little overview I've done, and I hope you'll pop back again shortly so I can show you exactly what this little fellow does. Okay guys, thanks for popping over, thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.
Ruff, ruff.